Hi all, welcome to FB Live and Insta Live as well. So today is the second FB Live of Break Free from Stress series. Welcome to FB Live and Insta Live as well. Thanks for joining in. So today's session will be in continuation of our FB Live series, that is Break Free from Stress. I hope you were able to watch my last FB Live, and if you have missed by any chance, I have uploaded the video on my YouTube channel, and the link is available on my Facebook and Insta ID. So, to start with, as per my ritual, I will start with a poem today. So the poem is, I'm happy because I'm not sad. I love life even when it is bad. I don't search happiness in those big things. I find it everywhere. It gives me wings. I find happiness in rising sun. I can feel it while having fun. I have learned to thank and appreciate, for happiness is not something to negotiate. I smile not because all is perfect. I trust God is there holding the safety net. When I smile, I don't leave it undetected. I want to spread it and get the world infected. Dear friends, happiness is so essential. Don't let it rust. Whatever makes you happy, doing that is must. So you must do something in your life that makes you happy. Make it a ritual that daily basis you have to spend some time in doing an activity that makes you happy. As we all know that whatever goal we have in our life, whether personal or professional, ultimately we all want happiness from those goals. Now, when we all want happiness in our life, then what is that one thing that stops us from experiencing happiness? I see many people, when they are happy, they don't want to share their happiness. They don't want to share their joy. They love it to keep it to themselves. And there are many reasons for people doing such acts. So today's session is going to be in relation to some happiness myths or some negative beliefs in relation to happiness that most of the people carry, and that is the secret to happiness, that if you are able to get rid of those negative beliefs, you will definitely be able to enjoy life more. Now, when we say negative beliefs, what is a negative belief? Negative belief is something that is stopping you to experience positivity in your life. Anything that you believe to be true, it can come from anywhere, not necessarily from your own experience. You may have heard it from some other person. Just like superstitions, it can be anything. But once you got to know that belief, once you got to know that statement, you started believing it. And that belief started limiting your success. These kind of beliefs are called negative beliefs, which stop you from moving ahead in your life or reaching to success or stopping you from enjoying your life or being happy or joyful. So what are those negative beliefs which most of the people carry that hampers their growth towards happiness and joy? So to start with, the first negative belief that I would like to share is, happiness makes us lazy. Thank you, Ayushi, for joining in. And those who will comment, they will definitely motivate me to continue my series. I'm happy to see that you are my old CA student, Ayushi. Okay, so here we are talking about some negative beliefs which don't let people enjoy life. The first belief, and I do had some negative beliefs in my life in regard to happiness, and I have tried to overcome those negative beliefs. That has helped me to be happy. I will also be sharing my negative beliefs also with you. The first negative belief, happiness makes us lazy. Many people think that if you become happy, you will stop doing anything in your life because you will become content that yes, I am happy, I have everything in my life, I don't need anything, and you will become lazy. Let me tell you all that as per a research, people who are happy have proven to be more productive. They have proven to be more creative. Just assume someone in your organization, if you are working, or if you are a family person, if you are a housewife, someone in your family who is always happy, and someone in your family or your organization who is always angry or sad. Whom do you think will be more productive? Or whom do you think will have better relationships? Those who are happy are more productive, more creative, more energetic. They have better relationships. So, this is a myth that happy people are lazy people. The next myth is happiness makes us selfish. जो लोग खुश होते हैं वो मतलबी होते हैं. People who are happy, they are selfish because they think only about themselves. They don't think about others. This is another myth about happy people, which most of us in our society may carry. Now, let me tell you again, this is totally a myth. How? Just think that when you were more probable, there were more chances of you hurting others when you were happy or when you were angry. जब आप खुश थे या जब आप गुस्से में थे या जब आप कोई नेगेटिव इमोशन फील कर रहे थे, किस सिचुएशन में द चांसेस आर मोर दैट यू विल हर्ट अदर्स? When you are happy, the chances of you hurting others is almost nil, isn't it? And I hope you will agree with that. So if I say that those people who are happy, they are selfish, not at all. Jabki, instead I would say that when people are happy, they are more willing to volunteer for social causes. Happy people give more donations as well. They love to volunteer for social causes. They love to build better relationships. They love to involve other people. They love to share their happiness with others. So happy people cannot be selfish. They think about others more as compared to others. The next negative belief is if you are happy, you will be called stupid. Most people feel that those who are happy, they are stupid. Why? Because they don't know about the realities of this world. They are not aware about the realities of this world. They think that happiness is everything. It is not true. Rather, those who are happy, they have better relationships and they experience life more beautifully than those who are not happy. So this is again a myth that happy people are not stupid, right? Another negative belief in regard to happiness, and I hope you all would also be able to relate to all these negative beliefs, and you all may be carrying some negative beliefs in relation to happiness, and I would like to know from you all as well. You can type in the comments below what is that negative belief, that limiting belief you carry in relation to happiness, and I will also share mine in the end. Okay, another negative belief in relation to happiness. Happiness don't stay for long. Okay. Again, it depends on how you define happiness. If you define happiness as something which is related to your sensory pleasures, then it will not stay for long. But if you relate happiness to love, kindness, acceptance, gratitude, abundance, obviously your happiness will be long lasting. And also, you all would agree that nothing in this world is permanent. So, how can you assume happiness to be permanent? So, again, this is a myth. The next negative belief is, and I think most of us may be experiencing this negative belief nowadays during Corona era. I will be happy if my circumstances change. The other person is happy because he is lucky or he is blessed. I am not happy because I am into such circumstances. So I will become happy if or when. My dear friends, just remember one thing: if you are not happy now, you will not be happy then. Happiness lies in today. If you are finding your happiness, searching your happiness in your past or your future, you will never be happy. If you want to be happy, you have to start striving to be happy in your present, in your today. Life will always be imperfect. Nothing is going to be under your control forever. Things will always be beyond your control. So start loving those imperfections as well. If you always strive for the perfection in your life, you may not find happiness. So don't think about only your circumstances. They are temporary. Make a habit of enjoying your life and start living in your present. Next, negative belief in relation to happiness. We need other people's approval to be happy. Means I can be happy if other person also feel that there is something to be happy. मैं तब खुश हो सकती हूँ जब दूसरों को लगता है कि हाँ, खुश होने की एक वजह है. It's not true. You don't need anyone's approval to be happy. Don't let your happiness dependent upon the approval of the other person. You have the right to be happy and you deserve to be happy. Again, next one. Okay. You either have it or you don't have it. In relation to happiness, another myth. Some people say that either you are happy or you are not happy. Happiness is totally an abstract term. It is not easy to define happiness. And it is not easy to measure happiness as well. So even if I am happy, I cannot say that I am this much percent happy or I am this much percent unhappy. So having or not having happiness is not a question at all. Next question. Okay, next negative belief. The last one. And there may be many. So I would love to listen to your negative beliefs also in relation to happiness. Okay, many people believe that I have never been happy in my life and I can never learn to be happy. And I would like to share that happiness can be learned as well. You can learn how to be happy. It is not difficult. If you were not happy in your life, maybe because of your circumstances, but now you want to be happy, then definitely your efforts towards becoming happy will lead you to happiness. So you have to start practicing and making efforts to become happy. Start looking to those people whom you think are happy and try to follow their habits, what they do in their life, and definitely you can move a step towards happiness. Again, now let me share my negative beliefs in relation to happiness. So the negative belief that I had in relation to happiness, and why I developed this negative belief, was because many of my relatives, many of my friends, they used to say these things again and again in relation to happiness. And I also used to think that maybe they are saying it will be true. So your negative beliefs. Hi Priya, thanks for joining in. Thanks Ratika for agreeing. Okay, the negative belief that I had, that you should always hide your happiness. I always kept on hearing this from my relatives, friends, that you should not share your happiness with anyone. नजर लग जाएगी, right? And I think many of you, to some extent, to some degree, would agree to this, that sometime in your life you must have heard this statement that don't share your happiness, don't be so happy, don't brag about your happiness, right? Totally a misconception. I don't remember any time in my life when I shared my happiness with someone and it resulted in something bad. Just by showing yourself as small will not make any difference in this world. The problem is that in our society, people love to discuss negatives more than positives. You just say something negative about someone and it will spread like a rumor. बदनाम हुए तो क्या हुआ, नाम तो हुआ. So when you say something negative, people are more interested to listen to it. And when you start saying something positive, people become disinterested. So negativity is more attractive to people. That is why they want to promote that you should not be happy, otherwise लोगों की नजर लग जाएगी. Why? Because people don't want to listen to your positive experiences. And we should not stop sharing our happiness and joy with others just because people love to hear negativities. Don't stop. Share your happiness, share your joy. Happiness shared is doubled. It never reduces. One of the other happiness myths, the negative belief. Whenever we used to assemble during our get-togethers in family, marriages, or anywhere, this was a regular statement that I used to hear, and that was, ज़्यादा मत हंसो, जितना ज़्यादा हंसोगे उतना बाद में रोना पड़ेगा. The more you laugh, the more you will cry. And I think you all must have heard this statement in your life, sometime or the other, isn't it? The more you laugh, the more you will cry. Totally a misconception. The more you laugh, the more you spread happiness to others. And the more you spread happiness, the more it multiplies. Spreading happiness will never divide your happiness. Mind it, and I have experienced it. So start sharing your happiness. Don't restrict yourself from sharing it. I hope you all can relate to all these negative beliefs. And if you have any negative belief in relation to happiness, which I have not touched upon, then please share your negative beliefs also in relation to happiness that is stopping you to be happy or to be joyful. So, just like we chose to follow these negative beliefs, we should choose not to follow those negative beliefs. And I believe strongly that humans are ruled by thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. So if you want to change your beliefs, you can definitely change them. And it is not difficult to change your beliefs. The only thing is you have to be willing to change those beliefs. So now is the time to reflect upon. I have a very good activity for you all, which I would request you all to please do it so as that will be a one step towards happiness. And the activity is, as I shared my negative beliefs with you, you all must be having some negative beliefs in your life. Just sit down and think of that one negative belief or two negative beliefs or whatever number of negative beliefs you have in relation to happiness, which is limiting you to be happy. Just think of that one negative belief in relation to happiness that you are carrying. Maybe not now, just think through. The first step is you have to think of a negative belief which you have in relation to happiness. And what you have to do second is think. Do you think that negative belief which you are carrying is true? Just ask yourself how many times in your life you have experienced that negative belief to be true. The negative beliefs that I was carrying, I never experienced those negative beliefs to be true in my life. So I stopped following them. I share my happiness, I share my smiles. So if you think that those negative beliefs are not true, The third step you have to do now is think of what change you want to make in that negative belief. How would you like that negative belief to be redrafted? Say, for example, my negative belief was the more you laugh, the more you will cry. This was my negative belief. And when I go through my life, since I was aware of myself, since I was conscious of my life story, I don't think I had any moment in my life where I laughed a lot and then I have to cry a lot after that. I never experienced any such moment. So this negative belief was nullified. So what other belief I would like to have instead of this negative belief? The empowering belief that I want to replace this negative belief with is you must share your happiness. You must share your smiles. Let smiles infect the world around you. Let smiles be the epidemic during this corona era. Let everyone be happy with your smile. Infect everyone with your happiness, with your smiles. So I want to replace that negative belief with this empowering belief. And the fourth step you have to do is you have to tell to you how you are going to follow this belief. I am regularly following this belief and I am into this venture of break free from stress where daily basis I have to do research, I have to read a lot, I have to listen to a lot of speakers, I have to read a lot of authors who speak positive about happiness. So I am following this. Do follow this exercise. Identify a negative belief which is stopping you to be happy. Second, just see whether that negative belief was true or not in your case. Third, replace that negative belief with an empowering belief. And fourth, think how you are going to follow that empowering belief in your life. Once you are able to do it, you will step towards achieving happiness in your life. So once you change your perspective, your life changes. So for those who have joined late, I would again like to read my poem. This poem I wrote today morning. I hope you all will like it. If you like it, do give a thumbs up. I'm happy because I'm not sad. I love life even when it is bad. I don't search happiness in those big things. I find it everywhere. It gives me wings. I find happiness in the rising sun. I can feel it while having fun. I have learned to thank and appreciate. For happiness is not something to negotiate. I smile not because all is perfect. I trust God is there holding the safety net. When I smile, I don't leave it undetected. I want to spread it and get the world infected. Dear friends, happiness is so essential. Don't let it rust. Whatever makes you happy, doing that is must. So keep smiling and break free from stress. Thank you all.